Welcome students, welcome for the next class. In this class we will discuss about the generation of SSBSC. So many methods are available in case of the generation of SSBSC. One of the most common method, one of the easiest method is phase shift method. What we will do in phase shift method? We have modulating signal A cos omega n t. We have the modulating signal A cos omega n t. We are allowing the modulating signal to pass through both the balance modulators. We have two balance modulators, Bn1 and Bn2. We are allowing the modulating signal to pass through both the balance modulators. Now we have a carrier signal. We have one carrier signal. One carrier signal has straight away one carrier signal is sent. One carrier signal has been sent to balance modulator 1 straight away. One carrier signal has been sent to balance modulator 1. Another carrier signal has been sent to balance modulator 2 after 90-degree phase shift. The process is phase shift method. So one modulating signal is straight away sent to balance modulator 1. Another one has been sent to balance modulator 2 after 90-degree phase shift. So we have two phase shifters, balance modulating signals and carrier signals. We have two phase shifters, modulating signals and carrier signals. So and we have one adder and subtractor. We have either one adder or a subtractor connected with the output of balance modulator 1 and 2. Connected with both the outputs of balance modulator 1 and 2, adder or subtractor. Now modulating signal is AM cos omega n t. It is x1. After 90-degree phase shift, the modulating signal will become AM sin of omega n t. This is x2. Now carrier signal is AC cos omega ct. After 90-degree phase shift, carrier 90-degree phase shift, 90-degree phase shift, it will become AC sin of omega ct. Now the work is very simple. Balance modulator 1 output is AM into AC cos of omega ct into cos of omega nt. So AM into AC by 2 cos of omega m minus omega c into t plus cos of omega m plus cos of omega c into t. This is cos of omega m plus omega c into t. This is just using cos A into AC cos of A into cos of B formula. Yesterday I have told you the formula. You have the videos, you can remember the formula. AM into AC by 2 cos of omega n minus omega c into t plus cos of omega n plus omega c into t. This is our equation number. This is our result number 1, and result of balance modulator 2 output is AM into AC into sin of omega nt into sin of omega ct. So AM into AC by 2 cos of omega n minus omega c into t minus cos of omega n plus cos of omega c into t. Cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. So cos of A minus B formula is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Cos of A plus B formula is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. You should remember this formula. Cos of A minus B formula is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. Cos of A plus B formula is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Now add 1 or 2, add 1 and 2. This equation, this is result number 1, this is result number 2. Add 1 and 2, you will get AM into AC cos of omega n minus omega ct. This is your lower side band. This is your lower side band, and if you subtract these two, you will get AM into AC cos of omega n plus omega c into t. This is your upper side band. If this is the band structure, if this is a band structure, this is omega c, so this is, remember, this is omega c, so what is omega c plus omega n, omega c minus omega n. So sorry, this is, you can write here, write that also, you can write omega n minus omega c also. So you, instead of writing cos of omega n minus omega c, you can write a into ac cos of omega c minus omega n into t. This is your upper side, this is your lower side band, because cos of minus x is equal to cos x. Cos of minus x is equal to cos x. Sin of minus x means minus sin x. So instead of writing cos of omega n minus omega c, you should write cos of omega c minus omega n. You can change the variable also here. You don't need to bother about that. I have used omega n as a, omega n t as a, omega c t as b. So cos a cos b means cos of a minus b plus cos of a plus b. So a is our, my omega n t is a, omega c t is b. Here also omega n t is a, omega c t is b. So instead of writing cos of omega n minus omega c into t, you can write cos of omega c minus omega n into t, because cos of minus x means cos x. Remember this trigonometrical formula, cos of minus x means cos x. Sin of minus x means minus sin x. If I write sin of minus x, it is minus sin x. So this is your, suppose this is your carrier omega c, it is getting deviated in the upper side band omega c plus omega n, this is omega c minus omega n. So this is your upper side band, this is your lower side band. You got the upper side band formula, you got the upper side band formula, you got the lower side band. One is, see, remember the formula, remember the DSB-FC equation, remember the DSB-FC equation, AC cos of omega ct into 1 plus AM 1 plus AM cos of omega nt. So it is AC cos of omega ct plus AM into AC by 2 cos of omega n plus omega c, or you can write cos of omega c plus omega n into t plus cos of omega c minus omega n into t. This is your carrier, this is your upper side band, this is your lower side band. So we have generated either the upper side band or the lower side band, either the lower side band or the upper side band by using this phase shift method. This method is very easy. Now your signal. Now the problem is your SSBSC signal is bandwidth efficient, power efficient. How can you prove it? In the next class, we will discuss about the power efficiency of the SSBSC signal. Just in the previous class, I have told you about the carrier power, sideband power, modulation efficiency and modulation index, and how they are related to each other in case of amplitude modulation. SSBSC is one kind of special case of amplitude modulation. So many amplitude modulations are there: DSB-FC, DSB-SC, SSB-FC, SSB-SC, BSB. We will discuss one by one. In this class, we have discussed about the generation of SSBSC. Now the advantage of SSBSC, one of the premier advantage of SSBSC is power efficiency. Lots of power savings. Why? Why SSBSC can give you huge amount of power saving? I have told you carrier doesn't carry any information. Both the side bands are identical to each other. So why to send all the sidebands at a time. If all the both the sidebands are identical to each other and they are carrying same information at a time, so why to send both the sidebands at a time? Suppress one of them, suppress the carrier, send only one sideband, either the upper sideband, either the lower sideband or the upper sideband. Suppose this is DSB-FC signal. This is your carrier, this is your upper sideband, this is your lower sideband. Suppress any one of the sideband and the carrier, you will get only one sideband. This is enough for transmitting all the necessary information. If one sideband is enough for transmitting all the necessary information, why to transmit both the sidebands at a time? It is a powerless state. If carrier is not carrying any information, why to transmit the carrier? It is a powerless state. So SSBSC is power efficient. SSBSC can give you lot of power savings. Why? That we will discuss in the next class. For the time being, remember, this is a process of SSBSC generation by using phase shift method. We have suppressed the carrier and one of the sidebands, either the upper sidebands or the lower sidebands. So this is your SSBSC generation by using phase shift method.